Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to a new week that we're going to be commencing. So for you guys who are new, I'm Vanessa. I'm a past life reader, I'm a soul reader, and I'm a Reiki master and a shamanic healer, and I'm here to give you guys a message on the Twin Flame collection. I work with Twin Flames. I'm a Twin Flame mentor. I help Twin Flames on their ascension journey, clearing past life karma and making them live their life purpose. So I'm going to get straight into the reading. So next week is going to be big. So we've got I do Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, and then in the middle I do what they're both going through. I'm going to work this week on physical, emotional and spiritual. I think that's quite important at the moment. I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be more shifts that are obviously happening. There may be a bit of I'm seeing tidal waves again, so I'm feeling like maybe a little bit highly emotions, but I'm definitely seeing that the masculines are starting to climb up the mountain. I'm seeing, like the Rapunzel, that's the image I just saw. So I feel like the masculines are starting to understand their truth. But let's see what the reading says. So oh my gosh, this is great. So the feminine side, physically we're in an intuition. Physically we're starting to actually tap into what we want to do. Physically we're starting to actually live our purpose. We're starting to come from a place of intuition. We're coming to a place of like we're understanding our truth. I'm feeling like a lot of us are finally starting to move forward and starting to let the past behind, leaving the past behind. For some, we're starting to understand ourselves. We're starting to step into our purpose. We're starting to understand where we're going in our journey. And it's really stating that we just got to keep doing that. We've got to keep physically showing our intuition, showing our truth, showing ourselves with love. Emotionally, we're starting to feel the connection a bit more. I'm feeling like 5D connection is going to be quite big. I'm hearing trumpets again. I feel like the masculines are coming forward. They're starting to hear us a little bit more. I feel like our heart cords are opening a little bit more. I'm actually starting to welcome them in properly. I feel like last week was about forgiveness and sort of opening up a new direction. This week's actually about tapping into that unconditional love, and a lot of 5D work is going to be happening at the moment. There's a lot of telepathical messages that are coming through from the divine, and I'm also feeling that the feminine's actually starting to hear their masculines physically. So I feel like they're starting to communicate on a really deeper level this week, and they're starting to move forward through that. Spiritually, we're needing some rest. I feel like we've really worked hard. We've worked hard lately, hey? And they're really just saying it's time to actually have some rest. The energies have been intense. It's been a lot of energy happening. But they're saying we just need to rest at the moment. We need to take a step back and keep living in our truth, keep living in our emotions, but also not get too caught up in like doing more. We need to be in our feminine energy. Something that we need to be focusing on right now. Yeah, cool. We need to be actually working on some inner child wounds. We've got inner child recovery and express your love. For some, there's some unions coming, but for some, they're still waiting for another 6 months, I'm feeling. At this stage, we need to be focusing on healing from childhood wounds. I'm kind of feeling like we need to actually be open. I feel like some of us are still a bit closed, even though we are feeling the love in 5D. We're not actually expressing that. For some, unions here. For others, it's about healing still from the childhood wounds. I'm hearing abandonment issues, and I'm kind of hearing a bit of fear coming up. There's some stuff that we're going to have to be working through this week in order for us to keep being in that loving energy that we are in. Some trustworthy guidance is that keep an open mind and don't get disheartened. Don't leave. I feel like some of us and the masculines are coming through, and we're kind of pushing them away. They're saying don't do that. Yeah, don't doubt this connection. Be open-minded. Know that your twin's going to come in the time that it's going to come, right? And not compare yourself to other journeys. That's why something I've really realized is that everyone's been comparing themselves to everyone else. Your journey's different. You need an open mind. You need to not give up and just keep moving forward through this, because that's what's going to absolutely bring your union. Your union date is someone else's union date, and your journey is completely different to someone else's. Union, based on what I get told, is just something that's quite, it's like, oh, it's a bit of a time frame, right? For some people who've done the work, it may come quicker. For others who haven't, it might come another 6 months. But it's just saying that it's coming up and it's giving you that sort of motivation to keep going. For the masculines, right? Masculines are going through a bit of a purge at the moment. Physically, they're feeling the fear, they're feeling the worries, they're feeling frustrations. I feel like the masculines are starting to feel a bit, yeah, starting to feel that whole, that reflection from the feminines. Like the feminines are feeling their intuition, the masculines are starting to purge. Masculines are definitely going through a bit of a dark phase, and they're starting to actually walk away from things that don't serve them anymore. They're starting to actually listen to their emotions. I feel like some of them might actually be running away because they're a bit scared. For others, they're actually starting to feel their emotions. They're actually starting to feel that loss. I feel like emotionally they're actually starting to feel the loss of the feminines. Hence why the feminines are doing so much work in the feminine energy. The masculines are actually feeling that loss. That's what I'm feeling. They're feeling it, guys. They're feeling it. Spiritually, they know what they need to do. They need to step in their truth. This is a feminine energy, girls and guys. Alright, so the feminines have actually done her work. She's done her part this week. This week's about actually resting up, yeah? Because you're doing everything perfectly right now. Obviously, you're doing the healing always. But I feel like in terms of trying to make this union work, I feel like the masculines need to be coming forward. They're feeling it, guys. They're feeling it. And they're feeling the loss in the connection. This is probably one of the first times in, I'm hearing 5 years that the masculines have felt like this before. Ooh, that's crazy. I've just heard 5 years. So in the last, this is the most they've felt this. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing the masculines get sunk down into Gaia. This is the first time in 5 years that the masculines have felt this loss. And they're understanding where it's coming from now, because for some of you guys, you haven't known each other for 5 years, but they have felt that loss before they met you, yeah? They haven't felt it since now, because Gaia is sinking them into her. That's what I've just seen. So this is a great time, girls, because we're doing the friggin' work, right? We're inner intuition. We're in 5D, and we're actually having a bit of a rest because we've done so much work. Even though we've got to still deal with the inner child wounds. But the masculines are feeling something they've never felt before. I'm feeling like they're sunking into Gaia. This is a big sign of, like they're knowing. They're knowing now. They're feeling that loss. They're feeling it. This is great. All right. Oh my God. So, this is great. There's some communication this week. Perfect timing. Yeah, they need to be focusing on when they're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation and actually being quite positive. Oh, being quite positive, yeah? I feel like at this stage they need to be focusing on actually making some communication up, yeah? Some aren't communicating properly because they're in that fear. They're worried. They're actually worried about actually taking that step. But the universe is letting them know that you need to be focused on this. This is the time to reach out. This is the time to actually be open and know that being positive will help bring the connection more. I'm definitely feeling like they're going through some sort of rebirth fit. Oh, that's why I got the Gaia. Rebirth, right. The masculines are rebirthing this week. That's what it is. And that's why they've never felt this for 5 years. Because the last time they felt like this was 5 years ago, when maybe you didn't meet each other, but maybe they went through some sort of other experience where they were like meltdown sort of thing. Right now they need to be forgiving, and they actually need to be walking in a new direction. They actually need to be walking towards something. They're going to be looking at things in a little bit more different light now, and actually releasing what they're feeling. At the moment they're going through really big changes. They're going through big rebirth feelings. And guys, we are doing the work, right? We're doing this. We're making this happen. The masculines this week, this is probably the biggest, this is one of the biggest rebirths. Yeah, I keep hearing 5 years, but this is probably one of the biggest rebirth experiences they've ever experienced, ever. Yeah, they're feeling the loss. They haven't felt this loss for a while, but this is one of the biggest rebirth experiences they've ever felt in their life. So guys, it's a big week for them. Okay, so, oh my gosh. both happening. So right now we're both walking away from different situations. We're leaving the past behind. We're leaving old situations. We're both, you know, feminine's inner intuition. She's letting go of things that doesn't serve her. The masculines are starting to feel it. They're feeling it. They're rebirthing. Gaia's taken them under her wing. She's actually grounding them into her soil. Therefore, their energies may be a bit awakened to something else. Masculines these days, they might actually be in nature this week. Some might actually reach out to their feminines. Others might just be like, what the hell is going on right now? And regardless, they're moving. Everyone is moving, smooth sailing, I'm hearing. Emotions are coming up though, and it's masculines. I thought it was feminines. No. We both need to know that this is our truth, this is justice, this is what we need to be knowing. And to really trust this, guys, trust that things are bloody shifting. There's tidal waves, but it's not from us anymore. We're resting. We're resting. They're the ones actually feeling the hurt this week. They're the ones going through the tidal wave. This is a global divine masculine awakening this week, right? That's the answer. Blocking union, confidence, guys. The masculines aren't feeling very good this week, therefore, you know, it's going to really affect their confidence and affect their way of coming to you. For feminines, it's blocking the whole love, self-love. For masculines, it's actually making that step. It's actually moving forward. And this is a very masculine energy. I really feel like the masculines are blocking this because they're going through their awakening. This is the biggest awakening ever that I'm getting told, and the last time, as I said, was 5 years ago, but before then there's never been a awakening like this before. So the masculines are purging like crazy, and they will be purging for the next week. The bottom of the deck was you're ready, there's heart space, and there's release your ex. Feminines who are watching this, we need to make sure we're clearing our energy, and we need to make sure that we're actually welcoming them in. Because we're emotionally so connected to them, we need to make sure we're welcoming them in. They're going through the biggest awakening they've ever experienced before, and I feel like we need to hold that space for them because they need that. I'm feeling another card. What am I feeling? Okay, that. No. Oh my god, the energies. It's crazy. So guys, this is so big. Like, all the divine masculines are finally waking up. But they're going to be dealing with this for the next couple of weeks. And we need to hold space for them. That's why, oh my god, that is why we've been built up to work on ourselves. Because we had to hold this space for this moment. If we didn't hold this space for them, then they're going to crumble, right? And we're not going to understand, right? Heart healing. Oh my god. Heart healing, guys. We need to be working on our hearts, yeah? No. What else? Transformation, forgiveness. Okay, thank you. Flourish. Growth, yeah? Really making sure we're really moving forward. We as feminines, we need to still be working on the heart. We need to be connecting to 5D more often, because they're going to need us. They need us right now. They're going through a big awakening. Masculine energy, twin flames. Massive, massive, massive. And we have to be in our power. That's why we need to build the heart healing. We need to be working on ourselves. We need to be working on our inner child, because our inner child is our heart. And we need to just stop giving up and just go, look, whatever's meant to be will be, and not stop saying no. Stop saying, oh, I can't be bothered. Just keep an open mind. Trust that it's all going to work out. The masculines are awakening dramatically. Yeah, this is the perfect time for them to wake up. They need to. They just need this. We need to hold space for them this week, girls, because they're going to need us. You know, 2 weeks of awakening. Do you imagine when it was like when we rebirthed? It was crazy. We were just like, what the hell is going on here? And now they're going through this, and they're going through this bigger than ever before. They've never gone through this before. And we just, yeah, we need to hold space for them and just keep resting as well. Yeah, don't get too caught up in your work. Just keep resting. So guys, love you so much. If you guys want any more services or join my Twin Flame program, please let me know. I do past life readings, soul readings. I do Reiki healings and shamanic healings. And I've got an amazing Twin Flame program that all the girls have grown so much in. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for the next video. Namaste.